Hey, what's up guys? It is Ben 10,000 YGO, your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero. And today's video, guys, is going to be 5 things that I wish I had known before I started Yugitubing. Now, this kind of video for today is actually for people who are beginning Yugitubers. And I know that's going to sound strange for somebody coming from an 800 subscriber channel, but I'm kind of just sharing a few things that this video is more maligned for people who have like 100 subs or under 100 subs and are trying to grow their channel. That's kind of what this video is for, because this is the kind of video that I wish I had when I was a starting content creator, especially this second time around for this particular channel. So one of the things that I wish I had known in the early days, and I'm going to come over to my YouTube here and show you guys. One of the things, and here's the thing, is this little section right here of YouTube. I know you're kind of looking at my stuff right now, and that's okay. We're not really focusing on my analytics right now. What we're doing here is I'm going to show you guys something that I wish I had known about a long time ago, and that is the YouTube audio library. This is a big helpful tool for you guys that I wish I had known about in the early days, because I would have probably dodged a lot of copyright claims and strikes and that kind of thing. And that is, like, look at this, all this free music, and there's tons of new stuff. YouTube is always changing things, and they have all the different kinds of styles you could want. You've got hip-hop, and you've got like different kind, like you have the hip-hop style, and then you also have like the tone of the music that you might be looking for. So this is especially for you guys who are doing like replay footage. This is something that is very useful for you, or if you want to set a tone in a video when you're talking about something. This is one of those things that's very useful. YouTube also has sound effects. So I actually have a bunch of these downloaded onto my machine, and that's what this part here right here is. You can download, if you click on, let's say I want, I don't know, a dog barking. Let's go with dog. Search. Alright, animal bark and growl right there. What you click is download, but there you go. As it downloads it to your machine as an MP3, and you can plug it into whatever you need it to be. The second thing that I kind of wish that I had known when I was starting to be a Yugituber was time. Now, the reason why you guys are wanting to know about this is because a lot of YouTube content takes a lot of time to create. And this is going to be just a fact. The thing about this part that's a little bit somewhat frustrating is some videos are faster to make. Like, so for example, if it's a deck I'm very familiar with, like, so for example, if I played dinosaurs, I could build you a video for a dinosaur deck within a couple hours. You know what I mean? Just doing the intro, the deck profile, and the replay footage, right? But kicker comes when you want to add stuff to it, and that means adding music, that means adding pop culture clips, or if you guys want to make a skit like I do for a lot of my for my deck profiles, I usually try to make a skit that kind of goes with it. I'm very much in the same vein of like Yu-Gi No and MBT in that way, only I use a superhero theme 9 times out of 10. But yeah, that is something that I would have liked to have known, is that the good content does take time to make, and don't get frustrated by it. Just do the work, and that's the thing. And also sometimes another thing that you're going to want to know is in the same vein of this particular topic is, depending on how powerful your machine is, will also depend on how long it takes for your time to go. Older machines you'll take time for you to get the saved edits that you want to save. Another thing you guys are going to want to pay attention to is consistency. You want to make sure that you are constantly making at least a few videos a week. This and consistency is going to be very important for the next topic in this line of things that you're going to want to know. But consistency is very key for growing a channel. For one, it's also part of it's going to help you with the algorithm. YouTube is very finicky with that, and the truth be told, they're just not going to value channels that only make like one video a month or something like that. Usually, although if you're taking a month to make a video, it's either you're really busy or the content is great, eh? And you're like making perfection and spending a lot of time on it, which can get you your subscribers, you know, a good chunk of them. It's just for most channels, I think that it's like, for example, like Nim Nim for example, he doesn't make videos very often, but he does make high quality videos. So that's the trade-off for someone like him. But for most beginners, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be working with low quality gear, like myself. So that's the thing that you're going to want to remember is consistency. It's very important. You're going to just in the early days of your Yugitubing, especially if you're around the 100 subscriber mark, is you're just going to want to make the content and listen to your subscribers on that. They're going to tell you what you can improve on. They're going to improve on the deck, and some of the things that you're not going to be able to, that they're going to suggest, you're not going to be able to improve upon right away, and that's okay. So there you go, guys. That's another thing you're going to want to know is consistency, and consistency is going to lead you into the next thing that is very important. That next big thing that you need to know about consistency, and this is the thing that goes into next to it, and what you're seeing on the screen is all these different collabs that I've done, is collaborations. Now, why are consistency and collaborations connected so thoroughly? This is why, is because you guys need to know that if you want someone to collaborate with you, one, you'll have to reach out, and two, you're going to want to reach out, you're going to want to try to start with reaching out to people around your size. Now, bigger tubers will work with you, especially if they see that you're consistent. Like, for example, like myself, I make at least 2 videos a week on my channel, and they can see that. There's a large library on my channel of videos. So they know that this is something that I take serious and that I'm not wasting their time by working with me. And the last thing that I want to impart on you, and this is just something that was kind of inspired by various fellow Yugitubers that I was seeing, and this is the last thing, is, and this is about commenters. There are going to be people who are going to comment negative things at you, all right? And some of it will be valid, some of it won't be valid. This is for the topics that aren't valid, all right? So, for example, when I became Ben 10,000 of YGO on YouTube, I had somebody call it, insultingly tried to call it a gimmick. I had people tell me that everyone's just laughing at me, that no one's going to want to subscribe to my channel, that it's all stupid. I've heard it all. Zodiac has probably thoroughly thrashed my channel, and it is what it is. You can't make a mean person be nice to you. That's just a fact. The best advice I can give you on that part is you're going to want to grow a thicker skin, but there is something that you can do, and this is something that I want to remind you, especially if you're a smaller channel. Valid criticism, and this do not do what I'm about to tell you to do to valid criticism. So, for example, if someone suggests you maybe you should get a better camera, get a better microphone, change up your style. One thing that I got for advice is somebody asked me to cut out the taskbar on screen. And so there you go. You're now watching a video where the taskbar doesn't pop up anymore. But this is the part that I'm going to tell you is I've had a fellow Yugituber, and they say that they're not offended by it, but I was kind of offended by it for them. And they talked about things that are in the background of their channel. And it wasn't a good criticism. Like I've heard one person say they got called ugly. I've heard another person say that they were talking about their messy room. Somebody said something about a made bed. I heard another person complain about them being or not them in particular, but like another YouTuber talk about how somebody complained that they were outside or in their car, or that their car is messy when they're talking in it, or their uniform is dumb. There's a number of these really dumb comments. So what I'm going to tell you, and this is just to remind you, is your channel is basically your virtual reality home, essentially. So basically no one has especially when it comes to YouTube, no one has the right to come into your virtual reality home and disrespect you or leave bigoted comments on there. I have seen it on other tubers' channels, and it's disgusting. I have seen racist comments. I have seen homophobic comments, people who attack the LGBT plus as an example, or say derogatory comments towards female Yugitubers. I've seen it. It's disgusting. And this is something that I want you to know. You do not have to put up with that kind of commentary on your channel. All right? YouTube does have features that you can mute somebody completely, where basically they are screaming into a void. YouTube doesn't notify them. They don't know. They can't heckle you because guess what? They'll comment on your video, and the only person that can see it is them. Nobody else in the comment section can see that comment. You don't have to look at it anymore because YouTube's not going to tell you it even exists. You just have this list of people that are muted. That is something that I'm going to impart to you as a smaller content creator is you do not have to put up with that kind of commentary. And even in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I get it. You want to get as many followers as possible. Everybody does. But and you have to decide what is okay to say and not say on your channel. And yeah, guess what? Even on my channel, there are certain phrases that if you write them down, they're not going to pop up on my thing. You know, there are phrases there are racial phrases, phrases against the LGBT that if somebody types that out on my channel, guess what? It doesn't pop up. You can't see those comments. I can't see those comments. And I'm okay with that, frankly. And that's the last piece of advice that is the most important. That's why I'm dedicating the most time for this video for it is, you know, nobody has the right to come into your virtual reality home, which is basically what your YouTube channel is, and be disrespectful to you or anyone else. Bonus tip, be transparent about who you are. Even though my main channel is called Ben10000YGO and I call myself a Yu-Gi-Oh superhero, I'm always transparent about how I feel about things or what my goals are with the channel. And like I said, you know, that's the last thing I can give you. That's your bonus tip for the end of this video. Is be transparent, because like I honestly do want to be a Yugituber. I want to be like, you know, maybe not like Simo, but as an example, I would love to be like as large as Simo or Nim Nim or Team Sam. You know, I would love to be as big as them, or House of Champs. You know, that would be that. You know, I want to be a monetized channel just like all these other guys. So that's honestly a personal goal, but I've always been honest about that. But yeah, there you go. I hope this video was useful for you guys. If you want to support the channel, there in the link description below. I have a Teespring account. You can buy a Spank Me Harder Konami t-shirt. I find it pretty funny, so I made a t-shirt line. It was mostly a joke, but if you want to know more about that, you know, I can always answer any questions you have in the comments about that. All my social medias will be in the end card, so you guys where to find me on Instagram and Twitter. And by the way, join my Facebook group, the Legion of Yu-Gi-Oh Superheroes. That's where I often will ask questions from my audience and get feedback from you guys that I think is most important. So make sure you go check that out, and I hope this video helped you. I'm Ben10000YGO. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.